Parameters in JobTread act a bit like file folders, helping you to store and organize individual measurements. This organization helps you to reference specific measurements or groups of measurements all throughout your budget. For example, if you created a parameter called roof and then took all of the measurements across all of your plans, you could organize them all underneath that parameter of roof, summing up all of the measurements that you've collected. Another great example would be windows, where you're able to go across all of your different plan sheets and count all of the windows and keep that count underneath that one specific windows parameter. So by doing so, you have individual counts across all of your sheets, all in that one specific parameter category or folder of windows. When we're ready to add our first parameter to our plans in JobTread, we're going to go into our Plans tab and click Plus Parameter while looking at one of our plan sheets. When we click Plus Parameter, it's going to ask us what type of a parameter we're looking to create. Let's go ahead and create an area parameter and measure some flooring on these plans. So we'll call this Tile. Okay? Now when we're ready to add our first measurement to that tile parameter, we can click Plus Measurement to the right of that tile parameter. And then we can either utilize this polyline tool that it naturally gives us, or clicking on the three dots to the right of that stop button, we can also select a rectangle. Let me go ahead and show you what the polyline tool is first. So we'll click here, and then you're gonna make your next point. And then go here, and up there. Nice. All right, and then we're gonna click stop. And we can call that kitchen for our kitchen tile. Now when we're ready to add our next individual measurement to the specific parameter of tile, we can click Plus Measurement, and let's go ahead and measure this bathroom, but let's use that rectangle tool. So we're gonna click and we're gonna drag that rectangle wide, and we're gonna let go, and we'll click stop, and you can see that we've got both of those measurements here listed beneath tile. We'll go ahead and give this a name, call this bathroom 1. All right, and then when you're ready to add other parameters, you'll do the exact same thing. You'll click Plus Parameter, we'll select what type of parameter. Let's do count, and we'll count the doors on this specific plan. Okay, and then when we're ready to add that count, we'll click Plus Measurement, and then we're just gonna click directly on the plans, creating a dot, giving us instances where there are doors. So we've got 1, 2, we've got 3, 4, 5, and that utility closet. So now we've got 6 doors. And if you had different types of doors, this would be a great opportunity for you to create individual counts for those types of doors, if you'd like to. All right, so we're just gonna say in swinging doors. Okay? Now the powerful thing about parameters is that we can actually accrue all of these individual measurements across all of our sheets on all of our different plans. So let's go to one more. And we'll click into here. Okay, and let's say we wanted to add more doors. So within that doors parameter, we can add a measurement, and then we can come in here and we can click on a new plan. So these parameters start accruing these individual measurements across all of our different plans. Do you have any more doors? We'll say right here. And then we click stop, it could say second floor doors. And the last way that we can add individual measurements to our parameters would be to do so manually. So let's go ahead and add some more doors, maybe to our third floor. So we click Plus Measurement, we'll call it third floor doors. And just to the right of that value, we're gonna see that 3-dot menu. We'll click on that and we will select Enter Value Manually. And then we're going to give it a value. Let's say 8 doors. And we will click Enter. And let's save it. And you can see that all of our doors have been calculated, both the ones that we collected using those dots for counting and the ones that we entered in manually. If you have any other questions about creating parameters and adding individual measurements to your plans, reach out to your customer success manager, or you can email us for support at jobtread.com.